First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
At the 30-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run right side with Hunt. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Point Monday, 694.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A first update now from Cincinnati. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Carr. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Called out a very strong gain of 24. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Kamara running right. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, it's Hunt. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Third down, Mariota. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, 734. Go, go.
Yeah.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run a middle.
That's caught inside the 20. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
From the gun, Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target, but it's going to be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mariota toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Brashad Perriman in the final seconds of the first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now Carr, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. One. 55.
Now Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bilal Nichols. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Airing it out deep for Smith. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go!
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
Back, back, back. One, later one. Hey, later two. That's it.
To throw his car. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational-type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. They go play action here on 1st down. Devin White getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big run by Kareem Hunt. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. But what a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd down now. It's short, and he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White able. To record his 5th sack of the season.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bilal Nichols picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
To throw is Mariota. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Hunt. And I think think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Hunt. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, D.
A give right side now to Hunt. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Mariota to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Intended for Debo Samuel. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One final try now for Carr. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Buccaneers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers,